Alright, it is time! Hey everyone, OniLink here and welcome back to Let's Play Xenogears. Last time we began Disc 2, today we are heading out to save Ave, Kislev, and the entire continent of Ignis. I don't believe there's too much prep we need to do, so let's just get right into it. Solaris's, what's it called? Solaris's surface supremacy weapon, massive surface supremacy weapon is on the move and we have to stop it. So let's go. The Kislev capital's Nortun's Central Administrative District itself was a secret battleship constructed by Bart's ancestor, Roni Fatima, after the Great War of Solaris many hundreds of years ago. The existence of the secret battleship remained hidden. Later, the ship was turned into a section of the Kislev imperial capital during the founding of the Empire. Uncovering this truth from some ancient records, Bart activated the secret battleship in order to fight against the Solarian Mobile Surface Supremacy Weapon. That's what it's called. That's a big name. The sand cruiser Yggdrasil was actually the center of command and also the main secret weapon of the craft. Awakening from 500 years of dormancy, its true form appeared before us. Commanded by its new master, the secret battleship stood before the mobile weapon with all of us inside of it. Alright, let's do this. Super Dimensional Gear Yggdrasil the Fourth. Oh, this is amazing. Alright, transformation complete. Come on, monster, let's go. Taste my giant mech. Oh, I don't even know what the heck this Fort Hurricane is supposed to be, but it is absolutely disturbing. Alright, let's begin with something really, really awesome. You want to see our special options in the Yggdrasil the Fourth? The Yggdrasil cannon takes 9,000 fuel. Let's do it. Let's see exactly what this baby can do. Capped out the damage. I love it. Now we're out of fuel and the enemy's still not dead. God damn it. As badass as that is, the damage cap makes it a lot less badass. Alright, it's fine. We can just go ahead and smack it around a little bit. 20 fuel attack gives us 2,000 damage. How about that 30 fuel attack? A nice 4,000, not bad. And it's down. We killed it most of the way with the Yggdrasil cannon. He just was not very fuel effective, given that damage cap. Oh, they should have removed the damage cap for this fight. Alright, well, Fort Hurricane is down. The Solaris mobile weapon was destroyed, which brought a sigh of relief to the continent of Ignis. Peace was signed, and after some 500 years of division, the land of Ignis once again became united. Excitement spread throughout Ave, Nisan, Kislev, Shvat. The sky shimmered as if to celebrate. By the hands of Ellie, Citan, Tora, and Emeralda, the nanomachines had been dispersed into the atmosphere. That was when disaster struck. Our songs of victory were replaced by the sounds of total pandemonium. In the beginning, we had no idea what had transpired. We witnessed unexplicable phenomena. People from all parts of the globe began to mutate into abnormal forms. It seemed to be triggered when the nanomachines removed the limiter seal that was placed upon mankind by Krelian in the past. The human form with its innate abilities released. That's when I remembered what Hammer had said back in Solaris. His words were, "What becomes of the normal humans?" in a conversation that was, unfortunately, completely cut from the first disc. Would have been some nice foreshadowing for this tragedy. So, they are naturally germinating because the resurrection of God is near. Those who will become the body of our servant. I never knew so many would exist even without using the key. But some of them still have not yet begun to germinate. Are they not destined to be the flesh of God? Or perhaps those are the enemies of God? Let us reactivate the strategic points of the Soylent. At any rate, they are just incomplete mutants. They are useless now in their half-finished form. God's apostles. There cannot be any harm in having too many of them. The chains that restrain humankind have been removed because of you. But that doesn't mean there is anything wrong with our plan. Everything is still under control. In the event of the explosion in the capital of Solaris earlier, I'd set up a nanomachine virus to diffuse into the atmosphere. I knew they were eventually going to break the seal, but the timing was a little close for comfort. The current mutations of the humans are an initial response to the virus. Once the virus we spread over the world germinates inside of the humans, they are no longer the same. They change into a controllable form. We need humans that do not depend on the key's invocation in order to awaken. In other words, a being to take the place of the original body of God. It's like a Trojan horse released at the time of assimilation with God. A literal virus, but isn't it different from what they intended? Of course, we can't let them have it their way. The Ark of God is mine. Either way is fine by me. I'll just side with whichever is the more certain one anyway. The Soylent System, a group of facilities formerly created by Solaris. These facilities existed all over the Earth. It is said that originally these were used for biological experiments and brainwashing. The people who mutated into what were called Wells, or the true form of humans, were gathered at these facilities. Some of the humans turned Wells were attacking healthy humans and devouring their flesh and blood. That is because healthy human flesh and blood eased the pain of their sudden molecular changes and let them live longer. Their lives were so short. Soon after, severely mutated beings started to seek the flesh and blood of the less mutated beings. The Soylent System divides and merges those mutated bodies on a molecular level. A set of facilities that recreate a more perfect single life form to be used as a weapon. This was the truth behind the Gazelle Ministry's M plan. Go to those facilities and you'll be freed from the unbearable agony. So people gathered, seeking a fulfillment of this promise. There is salvation there. The news spread, although no one actually uttered it. Their mutated blood probably told such people to gather there. We went there to destroy the Soylent system. There, humans fought amongst themselves greedily for limited pardons to live. It was an ugly battle to keep on living, or so it may have seemed to the casual passerby. But to me, they were desperately trying to live. It was each person's natural human form. There were the haves and the have-nots. And among them were some of my former friends from Solaris. They wanted our flesh and blood. They told us the haves should share with the have-nots. They asked if a have, such as myself, could understand their pain. I couldn't answer. No matter what I said, it would have sounded like a conceited have speaking. Even so, I wanted to relieve their anguish, and so I decided to do so. Just like the person in the memory of my dreams. In the distant past. Then suddenly the system went out of control. The Seuful mass, a monstrous organism still in the process of amalgamation, broke through the barrier of the life support facilities and stood before us. No longer of human form, that which was once human began eating the people gathered there seeking relief. We had to fight it in order to save the people and in order to save him. The eyes of that which was once human looked at me, pleading for death, to take away the agony. Alright, we have a chance to prepare for the next fight. I'm going to go ahead and swap out C10 for Emeralda. I want a chance to actually get to see what Emeralda's all about. And I want to keep Ellie in the party. I really like using Ellie. She's pretty goddamn awesome. For most of the rest of the game, our party's going to be much more... We can use basically anyone in our party, but I'm going to specifically be using Faye, Ellie, Emeralda, and C10 for basically the rest of the game, unfortunately, just because they're really good, and we're really close to the end. There's not a lot of opportunity to use the rest of the party members, and I want to stick with the best for what little we do have left. Or at least, I'll stick with my favorite for what little we do have left. If that's fair. Alright, let's go ahead and get our party members equipped. I believe the only one who needs their gear upgraded would be Emeralda. No, not literal gear. We don't need to upgrade Crescents. Okay, let's see. You've got a devil dress. Let's replace that with... Where is it? The Crimson Vest. You have an Ether Stone. Let's toss that and get a Feathered Cap. Speed Ring. I'm going to replace that with a Long Dark Coat. Put a coat over your vest. Boost your defense and boost your ether defense and attack. Sounds good. Okay, Ellie. You have your best weapon on right now, so you're fine. Keep that ether doubler. Faye, do we want to swap out that holy pendant for anything? I don't think there's anything else we want to use. Yeah, we don't need that wizardry ring. You've got your death blows basically ready. In fact, let's check that. How are your death blows doing? They're ready to learn. We just need to hit high enough level. Emeralda, how are you doing? Okay, you're a little ways off, but you've got your last 3 on the way. Okay, let's get to it. Let's resume and get to the fight. Okay, we have a bunch of small Seufals and one large Seufal mass. The small Seufals are not going to be doing too much. They don't do much to you at all. So we're going to focus our efforts on the Seufal mass. If you use elemental attacks on the Seufal mass, it will heal. So don't use elemental attacks. I believe ether attacks should be fine. Just not elementals. So none of our 7 AP death blows. As nice and as amazing as they are, they'll just heal the Seufal mass. can't use your ether because that's all elemental, damn it. Which means that ether doubler actually is basically useless for this fight. But it's fine. Don't know why the music went so quiet. Interesting. You can barely hear it. It's just the volume got turned down really low for some reason. I don't understand. Alright, maybe enough XX death blows and we'll build up enough AP for a nice combo. Alright, you die, please. God, I love Emeralda and her. Oh! What's happening? Okay, that was basically nothing. Hey, the music's back. I don't know what was happening there. Well, yeah, I love Emeralda and her nanomachine shape-shifting hair. Oh, she's so great. I love this child. Okay, the Sealful mass is almost dead. Good. As you can see, the Sealfuls are doing nothing. They're just sitting there, being pathetic. And now that the mass is gone, now they join the fight. I don't believe they heal from elemental attacks, so... Let's see. Ooh. Ooh. Emeralda, you've got elemental attacks too. I don't believe they're gonna heal from them, so let's go for it. Okay, 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 okay. That didn't work at all. I'm gonna switch back to my 7 AP death blows then. I'm gonna start training up Emeralda's 7 AP death blows while we're at it. Yeah, taste my meteor. I bet it tastes like hot rocks. That was a dumb joke. I'm sorry. What the fuck? Okay, just 2 left. God, it takes a surprising amount of damage to actually kill these jerks. It's taking, what, 2 7 AP death blows? Plus Emeralda's beating up on them? Damn these Sealfuls. That was definitely not what I meant to do. God damn it. God, you're still not dead. What is with these things? They are durable. There we go. And we got a pilot shield out of that. Nice. C10, please lend me your sword.
sorry. I guess I couldn't help you after all. All I can do for you now is ease your wounds. I'm so sorry.
Ellie, you... Please, listen to me. Stop fighting among yourselves. We are all human. This facility was built by the Solaris Ministry. It was created to implement their no-waste plan. Such facilities were to convert mutated humans into weapons that serve as tools for their ambitions. Just one part of their overall plan of racial purification. Of course, once you enter their umbrella of protection, you can avoid absolute death, but is that human life? Even if you are the only one left, if you're devoid of a heart, what does it all mean? All of you want to be loved, needed by someone, so we look to others. By ourselves we are lonely, so we try to draw close together to live. That's what it means to be human. That's how people live. A single hand cannot clap. To relieve your pain, I'll give however much of my flesh you need. Therefore, don't throw away your dignity as humans. Don't let go of your human heart. Ellie, are you okay? What are you doing? You think I'm doing something foolish? No. I only did what I could. Maybe I'm a hypocrite, a well-to-do have. Maybe it's only pity for the have-nots. But if I can know the joy of giving out a little of the life within me, then maybe someday it may just be possible that one human can truly give love to another. People can do it. I truly believe they can. That's why. Ellie. After that, we went from place to place, destroying all the Soylent System facilities located on the surface of the Earth, and freed the people held at each of the locations. All the people that had been mutated were taken in by Nissan where they received treatment. Those who had mutated only mildly were treated with Tora's nanomachines, which reconstructed and revived them. They were able to return back to their normal bodies. Unfortunately, there were some that had such accelerated symptoms that their treatment was not as promising. Trying to bring them back to a form that resembled a human was the best that could be done. However, mysteriously, they no longer fought each other for survival as they did when they were held by the Soylent System. Of course, the recovery from the physical pain of the mutation may have played a factor, but it wasn't only that. The majority of the people received by Nissan were those that had been admonished by Ellie and had regained their humanity. Between her work in destroying the Soylent System facilities, Ellie also went around and nursed the people in Nissan. She aided the bodies of the mutated and lent an ear to those who had no other place to go for help. She was the very image of the woman who created Nissan, Mother Sophia. It became rumored that Ellie was a reincarnation or a second advent of Sophia. Go to Nissan and you will receive salvation. The news seemed to spread further and about, and people came from all over to be saved, both physically and spiritually. Free from the supervision of Solaris, the surface dwellers began to unite in one place. The germinating of those destined to be the body of the servant of God. As before, the humans are gathering in Nissan at this rate. Not to fear, this might actually be helpful for us. The time is near. Should we not prepare for those who are to become the fleshly body of God and those who will awaken God? The time has come to activate the Geisha key. But what? Cain! What more do you intend to do? I cannot allow you to use the key. Cain, what are you doing? Without the resurrection of God, our purpose cannot be fulfilled. Or are you planning on perishing with God, Cain? Without fulfilling our purpose? Your purpose? You are fated to it from your birth. Why haven't you realized that it does not arise from your own free will? I've heard enough. Yes, this is of our own volition. If you still insist on opposing us... Gah! Have you forgotten? You are my subordinates. I can destroy you if I so desire. We have already done our part. It's time to pass the helm on to the next generation. The people will not perish. Although the initial impact of being released from the limiter seal caused some momentary chaos, everything slowly began to settle down. We then began to search for the anima relics, the catalyst to transform gears into omni-gears. In the past, 10 relics have been recovered. It is said that about half of those are in the hands of the Ministry. According to Zephyr, there should be several more relics hidden in the land. We knew then that Solaris would most certainly be searching for them. There was no way we could have allowed Solaris to have them. We visited the place where, using archaic records, Zephyr and her people have been able to get clues on the whereabouts of the relics. Following the information we obtained from there, we headed for the ruins of what seemed to be an ancient civilization. Alright, let's get ready. I'm going to be sticking with Faye, C10, and Ellie for this. Apologies to the rest of the party. Alright, and with this, where is the save point? Here's the save point. Next time on Let's Play Xenogears, we are going to head into the first dungeon of the disc, which should be more like the 4th or 5th dungeon of the disc, except the rest got cut out because budget. And next time we're going to take it on and find the first of the anima relics. I will see everyone next time.